Hey guys, I'm here with Mark, who's going to be deck profiling his first place Buddyfight Buddy Challenge 2015 Paris deck, where he took Raging Spirits and took first in. So he'll give us a rundown of his deck and how he did over the day as well. So the show is yours.
Well, as Chris said, I play Ancient World.
Yep.
With my buddy Ricky. Well, choice is easy. It's the one card that costs nothing. It is size 0. Well, continuing with the deck in itself, I start off with for Ricky. Well, he's my buddy, so I play him 4 times, and his effect to nullify lifelink is well, kind of life-saving.
Yeah, it makes the deck run a lot more smooth.
Yes, and a lot longer.
Yeah.
Let's go on with Wicked Dragon Emperor Billion Knuckle. He's the tank of the deck. So with his Soul Guard and counter attack, he just stays on the field and well, hit him hard, and he hits harder back.
Yeah, exactly. 726 is also nothing to,
It's nothing to laugh about.
Yeah.
It's a pretty stable, and with a deck built around stalling and gaining a life and keeping the cards on the field is, well, let's say I played with him on the tournament. Some games I only used him as monster.
Yeah.
Only him. I played him once, and for the rest of the game he was on the field. So
Yep.
okay. Next card is 3 Bash Dragon Emperor Champion Lord.
Yep.
He's the attacker of the deck. He has double attack with 926, so he can hit pretty hard also. Well, same thing with all Raging Spirits. Attacks go directly on him, so he protects an open center.
Yep.
Well, yeah. Else he doesn't have very much. It's double attack. It's the standard. I hit hard.
Yeah, just like all the other
Like all the
size
others.
3s.
So it's gonna change.
Yep.
Next monster would be Solar Path Dragon Emperor Oni Street.
Yep.
Good thing is a 7/3/7, so it's a pretty. They're pretty stats, and pretty decent stats, and he costs nothing to play him. So.
And how come you only play 2?
I only have 2.
Yeah, there we go.
Main reason.
Yeah. So that's the people complaining why he's not playing 4. That is the explanation. So.
Yes, well, that would be it for Oni Street.
Yep.
That are the main monsters from my deck. I play some other monsters for support. I play 2 Glaciers. Ice Dragon Emerald Glaciers. Well, he simply says it's a counter. I discard it, pay 1 life, I nullify an attack.
Yeah. Just more attack nullifiers.
More attack nullifiers.
As if you didn't have enough already.
I never have enough. Next up is Storm Dragon Emperor Thunder Tornado.
Yep.
Discard him when I have a size 3 and pay 1 gauge, and then I can destroy an item or a spell on the field.
Yeah, that hurts quite a few decks, including Danger and all other nice things. So.
Yes, for example, Cradle when you don't have the Eagle in.
Yeah, exactly.
Next up, the last monster for my deck is 2 times for Borka. Well, he's just there to discard and gauge 2.
Yeah, any reason why you play him?
It often saved me because the spell to get gauge costs life, and he just needs a size 3 on the field. And with my other size 3 switch I have, it's pretty easy to have that requirement.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that's for the monsters. Now we go on to the single item I have. Sky Splitting Armor Masurao.
Yeah.
I never know how to pronounce that. It's a simple 3/2 Raging Spirit. Yes.
For free.
For free. It's for free, and
your center's always open anyway, so.
Exactly. So why not use a bit more attack, a bit more crit, a bit more damage?
Yep.
Let's go on to my spells. I play 2 Divine Dragon Creation. Well, it's pay 2 life to draw 2 cards. I'm not required to have 5 life or less, so I can play it immediately from the very beginning. And, well, yeah, 2 is enough, I find.
Yeah.
Because with all the stalling, I don't have to fill up my field all the time, so I always have a big hand.
Yeah, that's true.
Next up, I play 3 Rise and Fall of Dragons. It's pay 2 life and get 4 gauge. It's a counter.
Yep.
Which is pretty nice to. If you don't have a gauge, you can easily on the opponent's turn at the end of the turn. Oh, look! I got 4 gauge. I can do stuff on the next turn.
Yeah, and it's also a once per turn effect.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Twice per turn 4 gauge. That would be a little bit much.
Yeah.
Next up, the defensive spells.
Yep.
Dragon Prudent. I can only play it when I'm attacked and if I don't have a monster on the center.
Which you never do.
I never have that, so it's pretty easy. Nullify.
Yep. That's basically what it is, just your main nullifier.
Yes. Next up comes the Wrath Trigger.
Yep. Another key card.
Oh yes. Pay 1 life and pay 1 gauge. The card I choose stays on the field when it gets destroyed and it gets counterattack.
Yep. So
Counterattack
like
is
that.
always funny.
Yeah, with this deck, oof.
You do not want that counterattack. Next thing is Gathering of the Armed Dragon. It's counter +3/+3 and counterattack again.
Yeah. So this is really annoying for a lot of decks.
And if you take, for example, Bash Dragon Emperor with 9k attack, so you rise up to 12, so it's pretty nice. It can pretty much hit pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Next up, I play 1 single Dragon Dream.
Okay. Explain that. Why is it only 1? Or do you want to explain it later?
Well, I only have 1. No, I have more of them, but as the deck is now, I only have this 1 spot.
Okay. Alright.
That's it. No fancy explanation. Next up, in the survival, it's Dragonverse. Dragonverse is a set spell, costs 1 gauge, and every time when a monster with link attack, lifelink, enters the field, I gain 1 life, and I can only have 1 on the field. So that adds to the life gain in this whole
that
deck.
makes up for only having 1 Dragon Dreams as well.
Exactly.
Yep. Along with another card.
Yes. Continuing on with Dragon Arcadia. Dragon Arcadia is a set spell again. It's for free, and it says at the beginning of the turn I gain 1 life point.
Yeah.
So it stays there, and I keep gaining life.
Yep. And you can only set 1.
Yes, only set 1, but
So
that's more than enough.
So instead of having more Dragon Dreams and just having direct life gain, you have this consistent life gain from Arcadia
Exactly.
and the other one. So it's more sustain based.
And then for another direct life gain and everything else one could wish for, the most cheated card in the game, Dragon Emperor Legend.
Yep.
I gauge 1, I draw 1, and I gain a life point.
Yeah.
I can only cast it once per turn, but that's more than enough.
It's everything you would need in 1 card.
Yes.
So.
Some worlds have to play like 2 or 3 cards to get this effect, and Ancient World does it with 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, we can. Next up, I have Dragon Thunder. Dragon Thunder is to pick off the small fry. So, for example, against Katana World, it's pretty effective to just get rid of the center and then go full face.
Yeah, against adventurers and some magic wall builds as well.
Yes. And then, last but not least, I got 1 impact.
Oh, yes, this 1 signature impact that nobody understands why it's there.
Exactly, and I have it in there because reasons. I like having an impact.
Yeah.
Most of the time I charge it when I get it in the first turn, in the first five cards. So
6 cards.
6 cards,
Yeah.
6 cards.
They although
Well, it can be
a finisher,
a finisher.
which it was against me.
Right, there was
Yeah.
something.
And
Well,
is there a reason why you don't play stuff like the monster that nullifies spells? Simply because you don't have it?
well, exactly. That's the thing. I don't have it.
Yeah, that's the problem in Europe. Like, it's compared to America, like, it's a lot harder to get the promos because we don't have locals here for Buddyfight unless we have to go to Paris, which is a 4-hour drive. So, you know, it's a lot harder to get the promos. So that's why a lot of us just don't have them. So yeah, moving on to sideboard.
Yes, my static. There we have 4 times Ethereal Overlord Gang the King.
The big 5 crits with the little 4 defense.
With a little 4 defense, but the very mighty attack. If you have 3 Raging Spirits in the drop zone, so that means the impact, for example, a weapon and another dragon, there we go, we have a 13,000 attacker
Yeah.
with Penetrate.
Yeah, and 5 crit.
And 5 crit. 5 crit hits hard.
Yeah, it does.
And it hurts. It doesn't sting, it hurts.
Yeah. It's a situational card because like the 4 defense can really hurt you like if you play it carelessly, but otherwise it is a good card.
Yes. And it's even Katana World lost that defense. So
Yeah.
well, that's it for gang. Next up is Burning Right Bruder. Well, I have him in for, well, if I have to play against the deck, which is pretty much defensive, so with high defense and stuff. Besides it, I played naturally the Blizzard left Bruder for the combination. So it says I can rest him. If I have a size 3, I can rest him, and the enemy field, the opponent field gets minus 5,000 defense.
Yeah.
And then
you rest him to destroy everything, basically.
Exactly. I destroy everything with 2,000 defense or less, and with minus 5k defense, there isn't a lot less left standing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the main reason for that.
Yep.
And then for my last 2 cards would be Dragonflame Cascade. Dragonflame Cascade is a pretty useful card. It costs 2 gauge, but it's a counter which destroys every monster on the opponent field with power or defense less than 2,000. I used it a lot against my final opponent against Katana World. So because they have low defense or low attack, part wise, and that's the main reason to just clear the field and
Yeah.
very well.
Yeah, sounds pretty good. And since you did win, did you have any losses through the whole day?
Yes, I had one huge loss that was against Magic Worlds.
Yes.
Well, there is the one common card, I don't remember the name, which says discard a wizard and put an opponent card into the gauge.
Oh yeah.
So that activates lifelink and first he sends back Ricky, then he sends back my dragon.
Yeah.
Lifelink after lifelink, so I couldn't do very much against it.
Yeah, that's true. But other than that, it was a pretty good day for you.
It was a pretty good day. My first opponent was a trial deck, Crimson Battler. So that was pretty easy. A trial deck against constructed is a bit.
Yeah, there is a difference.
I had a lot of fun playing against the Judgment deck. But the only thing was he never drew Judgment.
Yeah, exactly.
So he was really pissed.
Yeah, in all 2 or 3 games, no judgments. So
he had 3 games. And he had never one single judgment.
Yeah. And round 3? Was that the...
Round 3, that was...
The magic?
That was a magic word.
Yeah. And then round 4?
Round 4, that was... against Katana. I played twice against the Katana,
Okay.
so once in the normal tournament and once in the finals.
And you beat him both times.
I beat him both times, 2-1. Every time it was I win the first, he wins the second, I win the third.
Yeah. Yep. And then 5th game it was against me.
5th game was against you.
And then top 8 you were up against.
8 I was against the Star.
Okay, the guy who came 4th.
Yes.
Yeah.
Against him I played.
And then for top 4.
No, top 8 I played against Yoav.
Oh yeah.
Yoav is dungeon enemy.
Yeah.
And well, the thing is, I stalled better.
Yeah, exactly.
and
That's
then,
how it goes.
And then top 4 I was against Star.
Yeah.
And then finals against Katana again.
Yeah. And overall it was a pretty good day.
Yes, it was a really good day. When I won, I was like shaking, and I didn't believe that it was true. And
yeah, all thanks to these little guys. So
yes.
Thank you guys for watching the deck profile from Mark, and stay tuned for more content. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.